So the good people over at Rockpool Publishing offered me this deck, and I am very curious actually to show this to you. It was given to me as a gift for the purposes of doing an honest review. So before we get started, let me just show you the box. This is the front of the box. So clearly, we got some beautiful ladies with some tattoos. Ooh. So if you want to read the back part, here you go. I'll put it right here. It must have something to do with love. Again, I have not looked at it. You and I are going to see it for the first time together. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's take a look. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anyone and everyone who might like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you want to get a reading done, please hit me up. My information will be underneath this video. But first, before you see my information, you will see a link to where you can get a copy of this deck if you like it, okay? There are a lot of counterfeit decks out there, so I always try to give you guys a real link if I have one. Okay, beautiful. Pretty on the inside. I'll show you the guidebook. Very glossy guidebook, as you can see from the light shining on it. All color. Yes, love that. It's full color, and it looks like there's a lot of information in here. So I'm very curious. Let's take a look, and we'll look at the guidebook again at the end. There's always one of these in the rock pool decks, in case people want to have that. And here's the bottom. And it's held together with paper, which you guys know I'm a fan of. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of the first cards, and we're going to take a look and see. Ooh, nice. Not too thick, not too thin. Glossy. This is gilded. Let me see. Yeah, the edges are gilded. Alright, yes. Gilded edges, not too thick, not too thin. Very glossy. Not a bad size for your hand. Here's the back of them. Pretty. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this baby up. We're gonna get in formation so I can show these to you. Let me move my light. Let me move this in and get in. There we go. That's much better. All right, let's look. Ooh, look at that. Interesting. Come on, light. Don't play with us. You see us doing something. Okay. Interesting. Let's look at the bottom. Prayer, wish, faith. All right. Well, that's interesting. First of all, I love the tattoos. Look at that. She has Jesus tattoo. I've seen somebody with a tattoo similar to that. Many people. I love her tattoos. She's beautiful. I like it. I'm sitting here stunned. I'm like, okay. I love it. I love everything about it. I love the backgrounds. I love all of this. This is good. And it's all about, praying and that kind of thing. So it's very appropriate for the look. So I'm feeling that. I love the nudity. I am somebody who let me see something. I want to push this further in because y'all gotta really get up on these to see this. I gotta push this even further in. Yeah. Let me do this again. Hold up. There. I gotta really get y'all in here because there's a lot of details here. I love the nudity as art. That's one of my favorite things. I think it's beautiful. And then you can really see the tattoos. Sacrifice, letting go, devotion, time-consuming sacrifices will not yield positive results. Wow. Because it says it's about love. So I'm getting a lot of that vibe. Betrayal, secrets, disappointment. The only thing I don't like about this deck, and I see this up front, there is almost no diversity in this deck. All I see is people of one particular race, one particular culture. And I would love to see people from different races, different cultures, different, things like that. I do see, and we're getting ready to see, I see different body types. That's always a good thing. Some of them are larger, some of them are smaller, but they're pretty much um, very similar in that way. We're not getting a lot of that. You can use these for your altar because remember I told you the glossy decks are easier to use on the altar. So definitely can use these on the altar. Definitely can use these in a daily pull. You can use these in conjunction with a tarot reading. Maybe pull a couple before or after. I like the topics too. If you're taking a look at these, there's a lot of different topics going on. This one is courage, audacity. Yeah, and you can use these without the guidebook. Once again, for my intuitive readers, of course, I would like to use the guidebook with it, but you can if you want to. There's masculine energies here too, not just feminine. Lover, crush, admirer. Ooh, okay. So I mean the themes are universal. We who hasn't had a crush. Nostalgia, intellectualism, emotions. If you look over your shoulder, you can't see the path before you. Mm, okay. Stop looking behind you and look forward. So yeah, we got a lot of those kind of passion, desire, sexuality. Ooh, my. So I love the topics and I love the tattoos. These are great for that. These are fun too. Like I've never seen anything like this. So this is a kind of deck that's very different. If you're looking for something that's different, you would like that. It is very different. It's very beautiful. I like the illustrations. Let me see something. Does it tell us who did the illustrations? Oh, it's two different people here. Okay, so we'll look and see which one did the illustrations. I think it would be the one who it says, what is her name? Sandy Tattoo 2.0 may have done the illustrations, but we'll find out at the end. They remind me of those old paintings that you see from, I don't know, Victorian times, I'm not sure, but they're the old paintings, Greek times, Roman times even, but they're the old paintings that have like all the flowers around. Like there's a lot of flowers here and I'm feeling it. I'm a very flower person, and they look like roses, a lot of them, but not all of them, because she has like some kind of fruit here, so that's awesome. Yeah. The only thing is lacking is diversity, because even with the like there are some different body types, but it's really not that many. These people look very similar to me. Um that's the only thing I would love to see changed here. Maybe we'll get some crones. I would love to see some older people, older men and older women. So far, they all seem to be roughly in their 20s and 30s, even though you really can't tell by looking at somebody, because I'm almost 50 and people always swear I'm not. Mobility, okay. Yeah, I love the flowers. I love the tattoos. Look at this. This looks like Mother Mary with tattoos. That is so cool. Yeah, that is Mother Mary because there's a Sacred Heart of Jesus right in the center. Yeah, I love that. Is her hair red? I've never seen Mary with red hair. I like that. Look at that. That hair is beautiful red. The reds in this deck stand out very strongly. I noticed that on the packaging. And as you get into the cards, you see them. The reds are very powerful in this deck. Look at that. Wow. The colors, the images, definitely cool. Definitely cool. Look at this one. That reminds me of Bridget. I wonder if that's Goddess Bridget. I love it. The tattoos really change it. That's really what makes it very, very unique is all the tattoos. I don't think I've seen a deck that had tattoos like these. I really don't. That's a very unique aspect. And a lot you notice all the red hair? I love it. I just dyed my hair red, so that stands out to me. No endings. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. Heartbreak. I love how busy the images are. Sometimes images are really busy and sometimes they're really, simplistic. I like both. There's room for both. But in this case, I think the busyness does a lot of justice. Wow. Hmm. Very unique energy. And I like I don't see what is it saying now. Let me see. Is this in French or something? It looks French. If you look at that right there, there's a lot of places where you see things written and it looks French on this one. This one I like a lot. I'm very familiar with this picture. Many of you probably have seen this before, and again, the tattoos are added to it. Wow. And I have a lot of tattoos. So if you're somebody who doesn't like tattoos, that might not do it for you. But I have a lot. You can see them on my arm. I have a lot of a lot of tattoos. So to me, it really does it for me. Oh, okay. She's on the box. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I even like the ones. I'm not really a person that likes face tattoos, but they look really good on her. The placement is perfect. The red lipstick. Remember, I told you guys about all the red in this deck. This guy, I'm really into Goddess Lilith, and Lilith loves black and red. So this black and red is standing out to me. This woman looks like she is of color. So she's one of the first women I've seen, people I've seen in this deck that had color. So it's interesting. I'm gonna have to take a look and see. Yeah, she does. She's one of the only ones. So again, seeing more of that, I think would have elevated this deck by a lot. It's already great. It's already beautiful. I love the fact that it doesn't have any borders. That's really cool. But I really feel like more diversity would have elevated this deck by a lot. Look at her. Pretty. Love her black hair. Oh, look at him. Excuse me. He's cool. Look at that. What does that say? I must Google that. What is that? Okay. Health specialist finances. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I like the background in there too. A lot of these have very cool backgrounds if you're noticing the clouds and all kinds of what really get me is the flowers, but it's all kinds of clouds and backgrounds. Backgrounds are very well done too. Yeah, that like I said earlier about the diversity, that's the only thing I would change about this deck. I wouldn't change anything else. This deck is very well put together. And it's very, very well put together. So whoever designed or whoever designers were, they definitely knew what they were doing as far as that was concerned. Mmm, beautiful. Wow. And I love the different angles, the different looks. Let me see, what does that say? Put on a happy face. Oh wow. it, it takes a nut to recognize one. That's hysterical. I used to have this ex who would always say, "Let me put on my mask." And that's what this reminds me of, masking. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. Mm. Seduction, temptation, teasing. Ooh, that's fun. Okay. I like the symbolism too. If you notice, there's a lot of symbolism in here. I mean, a lot. The heart's on fire. It's a lot of symbolism here. So that was our last one. So let me go and see if I can find her. Yeah, I want to see what is her story. Since she's the only one here, I want to know what she's talking about. All right, let's see. All right, she's number 30. So we're going to, yeah, they're in numerical order, first and foremost. Smiles, joy, and happiness. Shine, shine, shine. This is a positive card par excellence, and it cancels out any negative aspects in a reading. Whatever happens, all will be well. You're on top of the world, and everything is turning out well for you right now. This is the best card of all, as it indicates great joy, happiness, and lots of light for your inner heart. Nothing can darken this success, for your destiny is finally in your hands. Even if the road has been a long one, it is now wide, fluid, and promising. Take pleasure in enjoying this almost perfect new path of love step by step, and appreciate each of those steps for the beauty it holds. Okay. If you're single or in a love triangle, you will have many choices to make, as multiple occasions will present themselves. The hardest for you will be to decide which ones to take, because you will feel motivated by every scenario. Keep a clear head and be true to yourself, and you will make the right choices. Now, each card has a section if you're single or in a love triangle. So, yeah. So each one, every last one has one. So if you're single, oh, there are also, by the way, some spreads in here. So if you're single or in a relationship, it doesn't matter. You will find something here about love that will help you in your love life. So I like it. I give it a 9 out of 10 because it definitely lacks diversity, but it's a beautiful deck. It has beautiful concepts. It has awesome symbolism. The guidebook is really cool. I like the fact that you can use it if you're single, in a love triangle, or in a relationship. That opens it out to more people being able to use it. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out if you, and especially if you enjoy tattoos. Okay. Let me take a quick look. I said I would look and try to see what they told us in the back about the creators. Usually they tell us in the back of the book. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Here are our author and our illustrator. So these two, a psychic author and a photographic artist decorator. Okay. So the two of these beautiful women came together to create this deck. So, like I said before, check this out and look underneath this video, and I will have a link if you want a authentic copy. Okay? And you guys come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.